Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing the Hourly Bullet Arena on lichess.org. We've got 65 players, and we're about ready to start. Strong tournament, with some people joining in right at the last moment. Bahadir Ozan at over 3,000 in rating was in just a second ago, but he withdrew. Not cool, Bahadir. We'll have to play some other time, I guess, but I wish you would have stayed in, buddy. All right, so I'm playing Lichess Master Playlicht at 2545. Good player. I'm just getting my bishop outside the chain so I can play e6. I sometimes wish I would warm up before these games because you get thrust into a tough match straight off the bat, and it's hard. It's hard to get your bearings under you right away. But that's my fault. I should probably play a game before I start. Okay, knight a5. I'm trying to zero in on the b3 square. I like my position as it stands. He's going to take with the c pawn. Yeah, I have a nice setup to work with. Probably knight e5, but I can go queen c2 in that case. And I feel like my play on the second rank has to be worth something. So I'm going to do this and try to pressure. I'm not sure this was great because of bishop b2, but okay, let's go here and try to kick him back. See where that knight goes. I'm going to go here because I can pin him. Now this knight has to go to an awkward square. Doesn't that just lose a piece? Yeah, that was very bad news by him. Let's take this. He has discoveries with this. Wow. Wow, I just dropped my queen. I've been doing that lately, I swear. Amazingly, I still have a pretty decent position. He has to give his queen back. That was kind of crazy how that just worked out. I may not be in bad shape despite dropping my queen. Yes, I'm in pretty good shape, in fact. Let's close the position. Make sure he can't get through somehow. Let's go here. Wow, what a weird game. Let's do this and trying to get into b3, perhaps. I'm going to go here, just defend everything, and bring up the king. I'm up on time, too, so yeah, despite the queen drop, the queen heartache, I think I can look forward to winning this game. Let's go here. He's going to have to sack his rook, but he's not going to be able to. Yeah, this pawn is just queening. So, yeah, we are coming in for the checkmate. Unbelievable game. He played queen d1, and I didn't even notice that queen takes b3 was playable. That has happened on, I think, 2 other occasions recently, where my opponent just moves their queen to attack my queen, and I just don't even react to it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, we're playing Game Over Bro, 23-32, and they're pretty good in this setup that they like to play. I'm going to try to flick in this move and see if I can catch them pre-moving. I didn't, but okay, let's maneuver a little bit. I'm going to go here. We'll keep maneuvering. Well, now let's take that. So that's the type of move I wanted to try to catch them in, if possible. Moving too fast and they blunder something. Still, though, it's going to be tough to exploit this. Maybe I have bishop here. I guess he has knight f4. He can try knight f4 to save the piece. It was kind of too late for me to do anything about it, though. All right, so we're scrambling for compensation. Let's go here. a5 is weak, but I want to control the d4 square, most importantly. This guy's super duper fast. I have trouble with him. I'm not sure I'm playing this so great. Let's play here. He might come into the g3 square. But if he does that, I have queen takes c5. So how can I entice him to play queen g3? I don't know. Let's go here and maybe rook d7. Yeah, okay, so we get rook d7 in. That's helpful, but it's not going to win the game. Yet, at least. He can go queen g5. Queen g5 is ugly for us. Okay, how do I defend against this? I have to go here, I guess, but this is clearly not ideal. Knight takes h3, followed by queen takes g4, perhaps? But that's not winning for him. Okay, let's go here. I have queen c8. Queen c8 check, and actually I might be... Oh, he has that move. Wow, I don't even have a good move here. I gotta go here to try to save myself. Let's bring this in. Yeah, and I just have no time to work with either. Trying for knight e7, but knight e7 is not looking good. Yeah, this is pretty much over. Wow. Yeah, I lost that one just due to pretty poor clock management. I won a piece, but he got that queen g5 move in, and I didn't defend properly, I don't think. Spent way too long. So, deserved win by Game Over Bro, though. He just outspeeded me. So, I got to berserk this game and try to win against Univere. Given that I dropped my queen in the first game, A 1-1 score as of now is probably all right. So I'll go with it. Yeah, great position to pick up a full point here. A full 3 points, rather, with the Berserk. So let's make it count. Castle. Maybe knight d5 next move. Okay, he's going to do that. Probably trying to eliminate my knight. So let's go here and just defend e4. I could play the bishop to f5 to guard the e4 pawn. Maybe he has g4 if he wants to try to kick my bishop away. But he is taking a lot of time. If g4, I guess I could play h6 perhaps. He's trying to prepare g4, so let's kick his knight right away. And that knight is trapped. He might have to go g4 to counterattack, in which case I can take g5. Yeah, he's just going to give the piece, it seems. Okay, so we're in the driver's seat. He doesn't have much time left either. Let's look for a swap here on d4 or e5. Opponent under 10 seconds. This one's going to be tough to win, this tournament, because as you saw at the outset, the field is just stacked. And I feel like we're probably at closer to 100 players now, if I go back and check the entrance. Yeah, we're over 100, 113. So the enrollment like doubled since we started. Great. And this is being played at 3 o'clock p.m. U.S. Central Time. So catching some of the Europeans while they're still awake. We're going to berserk this game, looking for the victory against Mihailovsk. Let's go here, and maybe bishop g5. We'll play it aggro, queen d2, followed by... Well, okay, we can take on d6 now, win a pawn. Also stops him from castling. He's got to be careful here not to drop a piece, because e5 is a big threat. Like, now we can just go here, and yeah, we're going to win a piece. Let's take that. I'm happy to swap. So just develop. Now he's got to fly and try to flag me, but that will be supremely difficult. Let's go here, just defending f2. Also controlling some of the retreat squares for that knight. He didn't defend that. I can take on c5 next and go after the e6 pawn as well. So let's do that. We're also getting on g6 here. You could play rook f6 to block me, but that's about it. Let's give a check here, and now I'm going to bring this over. Rook takes h5 is coming, and he doesn't have any good defense to that. All he can do is play rook there and block on h7 and get checkmated. So we're still very much in this thing. I'm currently in 11th place, but we'll see if I can rise up the rankings. Poor Tony. Our good friend of the channel, Tony Rowe. He's been having trouble getting going, but it's a long tournament. Okay, I'm not going to berserk this game. I'm just going to try to win with the queen d8 Scandi. Let's play the main line, bishop g4. Usually h3 is played. He's playing this line where bishop takes f7 as a threat. Okay, let's go here. If h3 now, I'll take on f3, but he does not allow it. Let's keep the pin. I think this is useful when his bishop's out here. a4 seems a little random. I don't know about that move. Looks like he's just moving the a-pawn forward without any particular plan. So I think my position is already pretty good. I wonder if he'll sack here. Probably not. Let's just do this and attack the queen. Try to bat it around a little bit. Repositioning the bishop. His queen is just uncomfortable in general. Let's take that. Maybe c5. Break in the position. Attack d4. Looks all right. That's a pawn. And a very useful one to get as well. Let's play this knight back. I just want to defend the e5 square. Go attack his knight. We'll take that, and then we'll play knight here. Come in here, attack b4. Also useful, grab that pawn. I think I can probably take here, and then take on a4. I just wanted to make sure a knight takes f7 move wasn't hurting me. Let's go here. Now there's some queen b6 ideas. Let's give it check. Let's go here. If knight e7, I have queen c7 check. So that's crucial. Attack c2. Let's just push the a-pawn. Go here, attacking the queen, attacking his knight. He doesn't have any tactics or anything, so I think this is going to be bad news for him. Let's do this, and then we can take e5 next and simultaneously pin him. Yeah, this is just a free queen, and we're mating next move. So we win that game. 12 points. Sophia West has 17. Maman Manuk. Been a while since we played this player. Very classically minded player. Let's play the queen c2 line, especially against the triangle. I like this. And then bishop g5, knight bd2 coming. Play e3. Yeah, they seem to like Queen's Gambit decline style positions. Mamyan Manuk. And this is another player who watches the streams regularly in my videos. So thank you for watching, my friend. Let's go. Okay, I'll take here. And let's take here. Probably not getting an advantage out of this, but we'll see how the position shapes up. Let's take here. Yeah, this is looking pretty dead level. I'm trying to attack the a-pawn. But again, not much happening. Can I take this? I think I can. If rook a8, I have queen to e7. That's a good reply. Good reply by Mr. Mamian. Let's go here, threatening knight takes f7. I want to go f3 and kick his knight away. If f6... Okay, yeah, probably got to do this now. My queen is kind of... Or my king is in danger. Queen g5, I have to play knight g4. And not sure what's going on here. Queen... Okay, let's go here. Again, not sure what's going on. Queen f2, I have this move. And I'm still defending this. So, remarkably, I'm staving off mate. Let's go here. I want my knight defended so I can play this defensive move. And attack his queen. Just kind of force his queen to some bad squares, basically. Let's go queen back to a3. All the way back, just looking to defend. Let's push the d pawn. This is a strong pawn. Go here, attack his rook. Yeah, he's just going to give that up. But, yeah, he was down on time. All right, so we survived the attack with queen g5, or was it queen g6? Some queen moved to attack g2, just like Game Over Bro kind of pestered us with. So that was a crucial game. We're in third place now. Sophia West, Playlicht, Kane Abel. This player, I'm not going to berserk this one. It's too hard to say when you got that question mark next to their name. Let's go here and try to weaken their pawn structure in the center. I'm going to go e3 next move, if knight g5. Looking to get this advantageous move in. I'm probably just going to develop. Knight g4, they could have taken f7, so that didn't seem so great. So let's just play to simplify. With these pawns, I think there's a lot of long-term compensation to be had. So let's go here, attacking e2 and c2. Double attack. Looks a little sketchy for white. Maybe they should play e5 and try to make it unclear. They are going to do that. Okay, let's go here. And then we'll just do this. Playing it simple. I'm not going to take one of these pawns yet. I want to see how white reacts to the attacks first. Maybe e3 is decent, but they're going to... Okay, yeah, their point is that my piece is trapped if I go there, so let's just go back. I know they could take with their bishop, but maybe this is all right. Good move, good move. Okay, I'm going to go here. I think this works tactically. They can take b7, but at least I have this in reply. Followed probably by f6 after this bishop moves. No, we're going to have an opposite color bishop position. Okay, let's do this. We've got a lot of activity going on. Rook f2 maybe? Nope. Okay, let's push that pawn. I want to take on a2 if possible. Well, I somehow got the better of that in the complications. Let's just go here. We'll do that. I'm going to trade the rooks now, just to make it simple, with less time on the clock for both sides. And then bring up our king. Let's give a check here if we can. Get really active with our king. And then we can bring this pawn up the board. Basically play to flag them. Okay, so somewhat close call. That player was good. I'm glad I didn't berserk that one. And we win. All right, J. Bartholomew 2. Let's do this, buddy. 2029. Still not berserking because I'm within, 5 points of the lead. So I'm not taking my chances with that very tempting berserk button. Okay, let's go d4, transpose to a QGD. And we'll play a bishop g5 semi-Slav with c6. J. Bartholomew 2 is taking it to a semi-Slav. You don't want to take on c4 too soon, though, in my opinion. Okay, now I'm going to play rook c1. I want to try to prevent c5, if possible. So let's take here and then go knight e4. I like this device against this. because depending upon how he takes, it may be difficult for him to get this advance in. So yeah, he does this. Probably he should play bishop e7 now. This allows this, and then rook, knight takes b7, and rook takes c6 next. So I just straight up win a pawn against my namesake. He's a fighter, though, that J. Bartholomew. You got to watch out for him. Also, shout out to Finn's Age 6, which is a username that I encountered recently. I don't see Finn's Age 6 in the field, but he might be lurking there somewhere. Okay, we can take that pawn. So we're just gathering the material now. I think I'm going to simplify a little bit. Do this and then take e8. Yeah, and he resigned. Okay, so 24 points. We got to stop Sophia West, though. They haven't lost a game yet, and yeah, they're on quite a streak. Karl Boers, not going to berserk this one. Okay, let's take this pawn. This is a line that I played before. Knight bd7. And inevitably, white will win this pawn back, but we can look forward to playing a line that I've played before with this bishop e6 and now bishop g7. Okay, let's go here. I know he has queen b3, though. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed that. Let's go all the way back. As long as we can frustrate his attempts to play d4, then we should be okay. Let's castle. See, that move would have been stronger last move when, or 2 moves ago, when my bishop was not on c8. I think. Okay, here. Now if knight back to f3, yeah, I was going to take on e4. Maybe I can still do that. Or, let me just think about this for a moment. Let's take here, yeah. And then do this. If he goes after b7, I feel like he's going to have trouble with f2 in particular. So let's go queen here. He has rook f1. Let's do this. I want knight takes f2 and bishop here, if possible. So let's do that. If d3, I think knight takes f2 is working. Not sure. And I'm not going to risk it here. I gotta play faster as well. He needs to develop his dark square bishop, so probably d3 should come. Okay, let's go here. And he really has to get developed. I'm attacking a2 now. Let's go take that. Try to cause some trouble. Check, and then knight c3. That doesn't win anything, though. He has rook a1. He also has that move, which is annoying. Okay, he can take a7, but I'm going to go here and try for rook d1 for now. Let's do this and then play the rook over here, defending a7. Important that we don't lose the a7 pawn, at least for now. It's a nice shot, but he had to take a lot of time figuring that out. So let's try to make use of our time advantage. That's probably going to be the deciding factor right here. That time edge. Yeah, he's down. Okay, so 8 minutes remaining. How are we shaping up? Lots of people on a streak. Wow. So that makes me think if I get a berserk chance, I might have to use it if I don't play Sophia West, because they're just mowing down the field. I can't berserk against Samage H, though. That would be tough. Okay, so let's play... this line's not known to be that good for black. Queen b6, knight takes d5. So I'm surprised that Samage is doing this. Because, yeah, this is super sketchy for black. I can go here and win material, attacking the rook in the corner. Well, if I can get a quick win here, that would be tremendous. So let's do this. Now, granted, the knight is probably trapped on h8, but it's going to take a little bit of effort for them to, in fact, win that piece. Let's go here, just looking to castle. Whoa, he's going to let me out. Okay, that was huge. If he had played king e7 instead, this would not be happening. But as it stands here, yeah, he's in big trouble. So now we check and take the bishop. Wow, he went down fast right there. So I'm surprised because bishop f5 is known to be a bad move in that line. So great break in the opening for us. 160 players in. My gosh. I think that's the most I've ever seen for a just hourly bullet arena. Okay, so we're playing Boko Gabe, and I'm berserking this game. This is a huge game, I think. Let's take that and play knight f6. Let's castle. Play the bishop out to g4. I want to attack that d-pawn as quick as I can. Let's play rook e8. Maybe knight here. Looking for bishop takes f3. Yeah, and if he takes with the bishop, then we take this pawn. That's clutch for us. Let's go here. I want to get into the d5 square. Look for some trades. So this is proceeding well. I won a bishop. Okay. And he resigned. All right, perfect. We're right in the hunt, guys. 37 points each. And that's because I've got one more game in than Sophia West. So if we can keep this up, that second game didn't hurt us too bad. Mama Manuk again. Okay, I'm going to play d4 this time and try to play something principled. Let's go here. We seemed to get a good position last time we played them. I'm going to take here and then play bishop f4. This is a good variation of like an exchange type line. Okay, let's go h3. He's kind of got to sit back a little bit and wait for us. Let's go knight e5. Maybe rook c1. Let's take with the bishop, keep our structure nice and tidy. Let's go here, attacking the a6 pawn, and then undermine a little bit. We'll go here. Probably he'll play a5 because he needs to defend that weak pawn. That move also is probably good. So my knight is a little bit out of play here, but I'm hoping I can counterattack somehow in the future. Trying to line up on this pawn. Good move by him. Yeah, he keeps playing good moves. How to get that knight back in the game? I might just have to play rook takes c8 and rook c1. First, though, I'm going to play some improving moves if I can. So let's do this, actually, and see if we can get the file for ourselves. If he trades, then, yeah, I can play rook c1 next move. Time is going to be a problem for him again. I think this is going to be a persistent problem for my opponent. Let's bring the rook in and attack that bishop. We'll just kind of play around with him a little bit. I think the longer I can keep the tension, the better. So let's do this. And then go all the way back. I can take on... I could take on c8 pretty much whenever I want, so that's why I was playing it like that. I'll try for knight f4 now, and this pawn could be a problem for him. Okay, now let's seize the opportunity to do something active. Queen check, and queen in here. And how does he escape all these threats? Take that. Does that actually work? Wow. That might work. But no, I can play... Okay, that wasn't working for him. Yeah, I'm just going to bring this up. Okay, so we win that game. Crucial game, but it took a while to win. But I am in first place. Sophia West finally took a loss. Who did they lose to? A 1996. Wow. Okay, so I'm 4 points ahead of the field, meaning I don't have to berserk if I don't want to. And hopefully I can just reel off a victory or two. Preferably at least two games. Okay, Cancer Boss is the next opponent. And they're going to play some sort of, yeah, perk-style setup, just like Game Over, bro. Let's castle. Let's take on e5 again. Just playing this real simple. Not the best setup, but it's a playable one. We can bring the knight over to d2. Let's go here, just maneuvering. I'll take that because they have to take back with the pawn and double up. This seems like a signal to attack. I want to go f4 if possible. So let's prepare that move. We'll do that. f5 being the idea. Clear idea. They might have to play b5 to back my queen off, and they do. Yeah, now they got to hide the king. Let's go e5 because I feel like that blocks their queen out nicely. We'll go knight e4. They might sack on e5 just out of almost desperation, I want to say. So they're making a lot of backwards moves. Let's keep pumping our pieces into the position. Let's do this. Trade, and e6 rather is under attack. Aha, and we win that pawn. Big one to win as well. Yeah, if rook takes d1, I take c7. This should be a cleanup job. Well, that's not going to work for them. Down way too much material. Okay. Bring the rook in. Let's go here. Yeah, it's all over but the crying, pretty much, as long as I don't blunder huge. Let's go here. If they take the pawn, I have queen g8 mate. So that is out of the question for black. Let's give a check. Check here. Force the knight away, and rook h8 coming. Yeah, he's not resigning, but we can pre-move that. And checkmate. Okay, back to tournament. 140 left. We're 6 points clear of the field. That's because Sophia West wasn't on a berserk streak. And nobody else in the next 3 places down, next 2 places down, has a streak going. So we might win just automatically, but we're going to try to win this last game. Okay, Rodrigo 138. I think it would be pointless to berserk this game, so we're not going to do that. I'm just going to win normally. Good pairing in the final round, I gotta say. It would have been harder if I was facing one of those guys up there in the standings. So let's do this, and then we'll just play e6. Develop accordingly. Probably go for c5 at some stage. He dropped a knight. You can see how important it is in bullet, just like any other time control, to take the free pieces that are offered to you. I mean, at most levels in chess, there's no big mystery as to how you win games. You just, you ruthlessly exploit the easy opportunities that your opponent gives you, right? And you don't have to worry about a whole lot else if you do that. Okay, let's bring this here. Our king is very safe. We don't have to worry about much. Let's get the knight out. Yeah, he's trying to set up some sort of sacrifice, but it really shouldn't work at all, so I'll let him do it if he wants. Queen takes, just pull the bishop back to g7. Let's go here, so I always have queen g6 as a defensive measure if necessary. Yeah, he can't afford a queen trade, so he has to run with his queen, which we like because that gives us time. Like queen f3, I'll play knight e5, and tournament's over. But again, we'll just try to win this game. Let's go here. But if you want to improve your game, that's what you should focus on, especially if this is a lower rated player who's watching this video. Focus on minimizing your errors, your big costly errors, like in tennis, the unforced errors when you like double fault or miss a shot that you should make every time. Because chances are that's holding back your... I dropped my rook on c2. Just as I was talking about picking up loose pieces, I dropped a rook, and he proceeded to drop his queen. Okay, I'm going to do this because it looks fun, and then take on f2 next. He's not playing ball, though. Give a check here. Come in, check with the bishop. Okay, and we win. So back to tournament, and we win with 45 points. I recovered from that second game loss to Game Over Bro. I wonder how Game Over Bro did, because I don't see them in the standings. Yeah, but strung together some nice victories and really benefited from a lot of blunders by my opponents, but that's nothing new. Like I said, that happens. As you can see in the second game, I blundered my queen, or the first game, rather, I blundered my queen. So... that's part of the game. And you want to be Johnny on the spot to take advantage of that. Didn't have to berserk that much this tournament, mainly because I didn't have a lot of good opportunities to do so. I feel like when you berserk against 1900 to 2000 players, at least for me, it's kind of a toss-up. There are some 2000s I feel comfortable berserking, but like this player, Kane Abel, played me very tough, and they had a question mark next to their name, so I wasn't sure of their strength. And I think the way I managed the tournament was reasonable. I'm satisfied. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thanks to the Team Scandy supporters who jumped in the tournament. 174 players. Wow. Like I said, I can't remember a regular tournament with that sort of turnout. So as always, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.